He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They run it on first with Foreman. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw is Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Murray now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dominique Robinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Kyler Gordon picks it off. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick six for the Bears. Touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes on. Zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Delta. It's all right.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
All right.
They go to Johnson again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
No mas, no mas. Is that right?
Here's Fields.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
On 1st down, Fields.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
Eleven.
Here's Fields.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
B.J. Ojulari
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Brown.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Got his man, it's Dortch.
So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Murray now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Off play action. Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Hey, Ken.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. With it is Brown.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one, eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
B.J. Ojulari picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You got what? You got a mini base. What? Alpha. Right.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
picked up by Garrett Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Who you got?
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Connor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Mooney, the motion man right.
Go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And the return will stop right around the 25. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
Here we go. Right.
And they will take a knee here. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He made his first attempt, this from 45.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. A really